Hi, I'm Barry Sahajian. This is Sliding Slap Bass Lines, Slap Bass Day 9 of 100. I did something a little different on this video, the way I laid out the tutorial, and I'd like to know if you have any comments on it, if it worked better for you, or whatever you'd like to say. I play the examples right up front, first fast, then slow, with notes and tabs and close-ups. At the end of the video, I explained the theory behind the lines so you could use them against chords and wherever you want to use them, instead of just learning them as a pattern that you don't know what to do with. You can download all the notes, tabs, and drum play-alongs on my Patreon page. I'll provide the Patreon link below directly to the example. example 1. So what we have on example 1 is a 7th chord. You have the root, you have the 5th, you have the flat 7, and the 1. So it is a 7th chord, and since there is no 3rd, you could use it as a minor 7th or a dominant 7th chord. And the notes are going up the neck, of course. Looks a little different than your arpeggio, so I'll explain that. You have the first 3 notes. It's just the octave of the G. And then you have a slide from the 5th to the flat 7. And then you have a slide from the 7th to the root. It hits one of the notes twice, which offsets the rhythm nicely. On number 2, we have a little more of an involved rhythm here, and it has one of the rhythms that I feel are very strong in slap, and that's to hit a pop on the 1 E and A of a beat of 16th notes. And you know it right away, and it happens a couple of times in this line, as well as the sliding. So it's 1 E and 2 and 1 E and 2, and you hear the power of that. I love that. And then I do it again further along in the line. And then we go to the notes, by the way, are just simply a root, root, octave, 7th, 5th, 7th, octave. That would be the first part of the line. That's the first part of the line. Then next, we do something a little different again, and I go to the 6th in the flat 7th, sort of like the line, if you've learned a boogie line, it does that. And many other famous bass lines. You put that 6th in there on a 7th chord, and you have like a 1, 5, flat 7, and the 6 going back and forth. You could also view that as an approach note. You can check out some of my other videos on theory and counting complex rhythms to understand that, but right now I guess it's just about learning the line and teaching it to you kind of in the most basic way so you can get to the line. Once again, on this line there's no 3rd. There's a 6th in there, but that really doesn't, it just enhances that flat 7 by creating sort of a chromatic approach to the 7th. Having said that, you can use it for a minor 7th or a dominant 7th. It'll work on both as well, which makes it very versatile. Number 3 is a little more involved than the other examples, and I'll break it down for you. And it is, like I said, it's more involved, and maybe for a progressive series that I'm doing, it was a little too early to do this, but I figured I had to throw in something that was a challenge. Some of you may not be able to grasp it right away, but that's part of the game, to go jump ahead a little and challenge yourself. The next video is going to go back to the progressive, one step at a time. So anyway, this 3rd one it's a minor scale, a D minor. It goes up sort of like it is the first 5 notes of a Dorian scale and a natural minor scale. So the intervals are root, and then 2nd, flat 3, 4th, and 5th. And then it descends the same way. 5th, 4th, flat 3, 2, 1. So the challenge is the rhythm of the slaps and the pops, and there's one spot where I attack a note twice. And to make things even more complicated, this series happens twice. So it would be slap, pop, slap, slide, hit, attack the E note the 2nd time, and then slide again. It does that, and then it does it one more time. The note is tied, so Also, that would be one full measure. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. I'll do it slower. Okay, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and full measure. It's always nice to have a symmetrical mathematical line. Now we do the same thing, but kind of turn it upside down by starting from the upper octave. So you have an octave and then go down. And then the octave again, slide. Octave, slide, twice, no, and then another slide. And then you do that same sequence again for the second half of the measure. So I'll put it all together. You can use just the ascending line or the descending line. Ascending could be maybe a D minor, and descending could be an A seventh. So that's a little theory. It's a little bit involved, like I said, but there you have it. If you like this video, please subscribe. Hit the bell to be notified of all the videos yet to come, comment, and like. And I thank you for stopping by, and see you at the next slap day, number 10. That'll be 10% of our work being done. We got to get to 100.